Well, it's just because John's doing a couple changes real quick.
Yeah, before we go live.
Welcome, everybody. This is session 5050, if you will. Just making some last-minute adjustments here. All right, and that should be mics for you guys.
Yep. Check,
Cool.
check.
You got mic over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mike.
Mike's got a mic. We're all set.
The jokes are endless.
Right.
His name's Mike. Get it?
Oh, man.
Uh,
It was funny the second time, maybe.
It's like, that's only the 5 billionth time I've heard that. Thanks.
There's a lot of Mikes in the world. I'm sure they're all fed up with that joke.
Right.
We all unanimously agree that joke should never be told again.
Yeah.
If you need to move something over there in that,
Yeah, we can shuffle around
stand
whatever.
over there,
We're,
there, boss. Yeah, you can. Whatever you need to move. You can get some extra room there. I know that it's got a fat body on it.
Yes.
She got a fat body.
She's a thick.
She's a thick girl.
So if I wanted to change to clean, what would I hit?
All right, so
Just so you don't have to.
Did you say this was session 50, John? I think he didn't he? Say session 50?
I don't know, but we're coming up on 52, which means
That's a whole year.
well, technically, it's going to be like a week behind.
That's right. But next week is the holiday Christmas. So if you're celebrating, happy Christmas to all of you.
Yeah. So what's going on with that? Are we? Because Saturday's Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll be good to go for Sunday, right?
Yeah. Christmas will have passed at that point. The gifts will be unwrapped.
Right.
all right, so this little like rolly wheel just scrolls through them. Blackface is the clean one.
And for those of you watching, we have a new guest today, Taylor. We were introduced to.
That's just like a
How's
So-
it going?
like you're crunched.
We're just doing a couple last second changes, but feel free to comment or whatever you got to do. Just say hi. We're trying to do a better job of interacting with our audience.
Right. Send us a big FU or something. Just anything. Like, hey, you there.
And if we see anything you guys post, we'll try to reply to you. That we want to be better about doing that. Some weeks will go by and we'll have someone say something, and we think afterwards, man, I wish we had read that during stream so we could say hi. We appreciate everyone watching, those of you out there. So
We the plan was to get a microphone in the other room for that kind of thing too, but I still
Yeah.
haven't got the right cable yet. So maybe next week. Though I don't know with the holidays fast approaching, I don't know. I think everybody's pretty much past like the what do they call it, like the cutoff, you know? Like we can't guarantee you'll get it by Christmas if you order
that's
it after
right.
a
That
certain
happened
day.
about a half a week ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So a little late for that, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll get her coming and then see what happens.
Yeah.
So did you end up hooking up anything else over there, Mike?
I have a metronome, but I don't. That's not going to the stream, right? We
I don't
have it
believe
routed
it
the
is,
same
no.
way. So I could. I mean, if we get into a point where we're trying to stay really locked tight, I can play a metronome.
Right.
So it just depends on what.
Which we still have yet to like really get a metronome that like we can
True.
actually like get a real adjustment on it. It's just kind of like a tip tap
Yeah.
tap.
Hey,
I-
something's better than nothing. I'm not going to claim to be
No,
perfect, you know,
right.
as it comes to rhythm. So
As as much as I like
all the help I
gear
can get.
diving, I don't really think I care what's keeping time for me. To be honest, like I could bring a drum machine here. I could bring I have the tracker today, which seemed to work really well last time because we didn't hear it at all in the stream, right?
Yeah, did
The way we routed it?
did we ever get that ready to go as far as the
I mean,
highness on
if it sounds piercing to you or you don't like the way it sounds, just let me know during us using it, and I'll dial it in.
yeah, I feel like we normally adjust it like right off the bat.
But the thing is, like, so I've never really told you how that works, but basically when you're tracking, you pick a sample and then you drag it in. I used a nicer sounding sample today,
Okay.
so it shouldn't be like that same, isn't it? Hit.
The one that we normally start off with, regularly for like the last a few times was like it was really high pitched.
Right.
It's like
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out today. I just like droning on that D.
yeah. What's cool is
And you can build over top of that all day. Yeah, and then if you wanted to go somewhere, there's a lot of options. So I can pretend we're in F major if we want, or I can pretend we're in C major, or it can be. Let's see, what else could it be? B flat maybe.
potentially.
Messing with settings. If it makes sense to you and you want to mess with it, go for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a decent clean.
Yeah.
What was that again?
The other one was called Blackface.
Blackface.
That might be the one, like a good starting point. You can adjust maybe whatever from there. It just kind of sounds like a, I don't know, like a clean Fender or something like that.
I don't know what the heck it was.
I've never actually, maybe one time a long time ago, messed with that board Taylor's messing with right now.
The interface is slow. Like there's no changes are made quickly on it. But it's not impossible to get a workable sound out of it. It's just
I like the form factor of it. Like,
Yeah.
I think it looks nice.
it's what everybody's copying now, so they must have been onto something.
How old is that?
Oh boy, I want to say that's early 2000s, man. The pods like that. That's probably 04, 05 if I had to guess.
Say like 2004 or 2005.
That's my best guess.
So that'd been like kind of midway through them figuring that stuff out, because that kind of tech came out in the 90s, right?
I would say that I would call that like Gen 2.
Yeah, Gen 2.
Like the DSP kind of modeling equipment. But they had the original like pods before. Remember those? They're red and they're literally shaped like a guitar.
Yeah.
Those are the original ones. That's the Gen 1.
They were. I don't remember them shaped like a guitar. Maybe I'm not thinking the same.
Literally,
thing.
they're in a plastic case that's like the shape of a Strat, roughly.
That's gross.
It's disgusting.
Oh.
You can't stack them with anything.
Yeah, what the heck?
Like,
What were they thinking?
but I mean, look, they were cheap, and
Yeah.
everybody ended up with one at some
You think
point.
you found something?
Yeah, no, I need to real quick again.
Nice.
There's I think there's a tuner there. If you hold, is it the tap tempo? I think if you hold that
Yeah,
foot
I
switch
think
down,
if you
it'll
hold-
switch
if
to
you-
a tuner there. It'll show on the
should
display.
be a tap.
Oh,
Just hold that down.
I think the display will switch to tuner.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's like. Why does that sound? Sounds like that. What is it? Oh, God damn it.
That one guy. I know what you're talking about.
You know what it sounds to me like? It reminds me of. It's not the same feel at all, but that organy kind of patch
Don't say
reminds.
it. Don't say it.
Fuck. All right, I won't then.
No, no.
I know you're right about your guess, so I won't. Say
Yeah, and it also brings,
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's
it brings back awful memories.
Something to do with the parade.
Well, that's not what I was thinking. Are we on the same page?
I think you and I are. It also involves a basement, and early musical
Oh, yeah.
explorations
So-
of ours.
All right.
You know what it reminded me of is that one.
Welcome to the Black Parade.
Thank you.
Well,
Really?
that's not what I was. No, no. You
That's
and I are on the same track. I'm guessing what he's guessing, which I don't agree with.
Why? It was like right there.
It's close enough for me to figure that out.
That's fun.
from you, but. So we were thinking of Swing Swing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, me too.
Were
Okay.
you really? Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Do you know
American
that song,
Rejects.
Zach? By All American Rejects. It was popular in like 2004, probably.
Like middle
Yeah.
school, man. That was
No, man, I was like, I don't know, I was listening to way different stuff at that time.
So
That's
I
fine.
I was probably more into like Green Day and Killswitch or something.
Fair
you know?
enough.
You know, I was
like
I,
the more mature sounding bands,
I don't know, like I was into Green Day when they were actually good.
like Dookie days.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So the story I'm referencing with John is we wanted. So I had no business playing keyboard when I was in middle school. I had no idea. I knew I liked music, but I didn't know how to play. And there was an opportunity to play for the school dance, and so I'd figured out. It was one of the earliest songs I'd figured out. I think I learned that organ intro. Maybe I'm pulling that from my memory as I'm playing right now, and like trying to get some redemption.
that's what I'm saying. That's an early. That's like literally. I think the first time you and I ever played music together might have
Yeah.
been trying to put together that like a cover of that song.
Well,
I was probably in 8th grade or something.
I
at
should
that time.
baton toss it to John at this point because there's a reason we couldn't play.
Oh
and it
yeah,
sucked.
we couldn't play because my mom thought rock and roll was devil music. So when that happens, you can't play for school dances. That's just how it, that's how it shakes out.
Yeah. So it is what it is, I guess. I lost my opportunity to be a rock star in middle school, and
Like
That song now
the
has-
version of it that I like originally was like, and then it goes up to. When we've messed with this
We
numerous
might
times.
consider a little bit of a little.
Right.
I was gonna. Yeah, I agree with you a lot. Definitely. It'll be a little. I'll be a little intrusive on those sonics for a moment while I dial it in.
What's crazy is I was doing the same exact thing when I first made it, like because I can loop it, you know. Like this has got the.
There's a lot of resonance in there. I'll bring it down a little bit.
You know. So that just, that was moving for me and stuff. And that kind of. This is where we need that we need that metronome going.
Yeah, give me.
Yeah, there's a little
on,
bit.
on those
tinny.
harmonics, you can
Yeah.
you can throw your finger down here and give yourself some extra vibrato. Just in case you've never done that before, See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever done that before. I was watching somebody else. Who was it? Evan Townsend. I was watching him play some stuff, and he was like, "Isn't that cool?" Yeah. All right.
I think there's too much tonality in that metronome. Hold on. go.
Yeah, say I don't mind it having a little bit of tone bite on it because then it sticks out. You don't have to have it to be as loud, you know. I'm good with it if everyone else is.
That is like it's piercing to me, but that's
John, it sounds like Zach's very sensitive to that range. I've noticed.
Yeah,
it's been
same.
he's
I've
been
noticed that, too.
consistently sensitive to that.
yeah, it's that exact.
We're learning
range.
your ears.
We're just learning about you,
Yeah,
bud.
yeah. It's that one that like really like it just like it's like
I mean, I get you. Like, it is in that range. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gotta.
oh
I'll do a little work on it. We'll see what we can do with it.
that's fine. God damn it! I'm gonna grab some coffee while you're doing that.
All right.
Sorry that.
Can you adjust the sample? Like, can you play with the front of the sample?
Yeah.
Because it just move the front of the sample a little bit to the right.
Yep.
And then that'll take care of the harsh
Yeah, the
impulse at the
harshness.
front.
Okay.
It's getting better.
Yeah, just tell me where you want it, because I'm fine with anything.
I mean, you can probably still move it a little bit.
Okay.
Like, that's decent right there. Like, I can hear the click, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm still dialing in. I didn't get a long opportunity to. You know, I can't remember what patch I saved last time. I love that sound, and I can't find it now.
Dang.
It really sucks. But if I do find it, I'll be happy. Yeah, I liked that chord progression. You guys were like, you were running a chord progression I really liked, where it was going like the. I can't play it right now because I'm setting something up, but it was playing that. Dun, 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 dun. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play that, whatever that was.
Was it
I think he started on like a. I feel like it was a B minor maybe or so. What is that you're playing?
that?
Maybe it was that.
I think it's.
What,
Was it B minor or maybe it was?
well, I know.
I wasn't playing a beat minor.
No, we were playing that B minor earlier when we were doing the. And then we.
Ooh. Oh man.
So we were doing because we were doing like a D minor.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds good.
Right, and then.
What was that chord, Taylor? Do you know off the top of your head?
I forgot. I think it's some sort of A.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely an A in there.
Yeah, it's definitely like a minor. Or
A
something.
add something.
It's like a add 9 sustained.
add
or
9.
something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, it's like a add 9 sustained or something, man. It's gotta be.
Did that chord progression sound like this?
It was.
Not quite, but I like that too. That's what I was referring to.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean.
Sounds like a video game.
Can I have my reference back?
Yep.
It makes me look very, very much better.
Can we slow that down just a bit?
Yeah.
Like
That was a little bit
a
slower.
little bit more.
Sounds like a video game.
Nintendo Core.
An anime intro.
I should be hitting that bass technically. So is it actually a D first?
No.
Well, yeah, it's like a B minor. See, it's
I
like
guess yeah. It would technically be C minor, or sorry, C flat.
so that would be a B.
Then into a C, yeah.
Yeah, whatever chord it is, it's that over.
And
It's
then
that
to
over the
C,
third of it.
And then to
Whatever.
Uh-oh.
Mic check.
Oh man.
The mic caught him.
Yeah, playing in front of microphones. I bump mine all the time at home. It's funny. I used to have mic stands where I'd work in my workspace, and I'm glad I don't have them anymore. I have these like boom mic things.
I think I want to bust out the 12.
Yeah, I liked what we were doing earlier with that.
Yeah, I'm not.
song that sounds like that chord progression, but I love it. It's like the tenths, you
That-
know.
It's
Definitely.
the standard 10th progression.
Definitely
Right?
a Coldplay song. They call it Magic.
Well, sure.
Oh yeah.
It's a common progression.
It is a very common
It's also the
progression.
Cold Days progression. We had it first.
What?
That's right.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. And it was yours
I
first.
always forget. But we
Yours
had
was
this
first.
we had,
We had that discussion the one day because it definitely sounded.
well, I always forget what I wrote, and then we have to have that discussion over and over. So I'm trying not to have it again because I did tune into last week's stream at Post the Fact, and 2 weeks ago now, and realized I probably had that conversation we had several times. By
Yeah,
that point,
no.
the same one
It
without
shit
remembering it.
It happens, dude.
But now it's documented, so I don't have to remember it. Technically, I can just go back. See, I love that. That's that click.
This is the acoustic simulator. That's a simulator.
Yeah, you got to watch it a little bit on that, Zach, because he's on a mic, so you might have to pull a little bit to compensate. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
It's going to be especially sensitive to you being loud.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, just you guys have to listen. Just listen to balance.
Yeah, make sure you're not playing louder than anyone.
Oh, wait.
Because he's going through a mic on that acoustic, and
There's
you're
only
not.
so much
That's
we
all
can
I'm
do
saying.
with
Oh,
that.
you're saying
You have more control over volume.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just be real careful with that.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like I can't fucking win with this stupid thing. I don't even need the in. Why do I need inner volume? I don't. It's all here, bro. I don't give a shit about that. We can all hear it. Fuck it.
You're still way louder than he is, though. So we just need more.
I can just adjust my volume, dude.
Oh shit! For a minute there, I was as to which I was hearing, because I was like, wait a minute.
He's right on it.
What's great?
That's pretty good for a simulation, man. I'm kind of blown away.
There's like a hissing sound on it though, on Zach's end. What is that? I kind of want that sound, like as a sample for like hi hats. That sounds really nice. It's like a hollow sounding.
Did that go away? Yeah. I had to change my settings.
much. Can't stop it. I have to play like this now. Oh yeah. Hannah had that same problem when she was here. Something to do with this.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Time to power cycle.
Is it the USB MIDI thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
It's done that before where it latches the note on and I'm relegated to a pitch bend.
Okay, so I should be able to change between the two now. See, now I've got this is like my electric sound, and then what I can do is I can just click over now.
There it is.
We're still getting that. 1 second. Let's try to fix that.
I think that noise might be.
No, it's me.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. So I'm curious about something about Taylor here.
Yeah, okay, so did that work?
When we get a moment.
Are you sure that's me? Because like sometimes it's happening, sometimes it's not. Although when I take it out of the mix a little bit, and then like I dial that down, and then bring it. It's still there.
It is, but whatever. What
Wait,
what
what if?
are you gonna
okay,
do about it?
Well, let's see if I can copy this and put it after every. Or actually, you know what? Oh, it's because I'm a dumbass. I'm supposed to have the.
Oh, okay, that's really bad.
Is that? Why is it like that?
I don't know.
That's without a cab sim. I wonder if I turn. Okay, so like that's turning off the amp section. What if I can't seem to get the amp to turn just off, which is weird. I'm wondering if I can like adjust it to where like. Oh. Turn the gain off first of all, too. That's weird.
I'm feeling like it's phasing.
But what I'm wondering is if I copy this and then I paste it post, do you think that would work?
I have no idea what the interface shows, and I don't know Kempers that well, admittedly.
Join the club. Join the club, buddy. What if I try to turn? Oh. Wait a second.
That was cool.
Is that working? I don't know. I can't tell. Is it still there? I don't know if that worked at all. Did it?
I don't hear that weird hissing sound, but what I would recommend.
That it's the double tracker, bro. Look, watch.
Yeah, it's the double tracker.
Definitely.
It's definitely that. I didn't know you had a double tracker on there.
I turned that off.
What was happening was it was phasing. It was causing phase issues probably because
Okay.
Definitely.
you're running in stereo and you double tracked it. So like if they're cross, like if the polar patterns are crossed somehow.
That's it.
How does that sound when you play?
from an artistic point of view, it is kind of nice how Zach's sitting in a little bit of a darker spot than Taylor.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of buildup in about the 400. Or is that what you're hearing?
A little bit. 4 or 5.
But what are you gonna do, right? You can't have everything
Nothing.
perfect. Because you can tone search and you can deep dive for an entire afternoon and then just never play a single song,
Yeah.
which can be.
Well, I will save that because I didn't realize that the doubler was gonna fucking phase it out.
Yeah. Well, you're running in stereo.
Last night, like running it with an electric guitar, you can kind of get away with it. But when I'm doing it an acoustic simulator and
Part of what
Certainly.
an acoustic simulator is doing is literally introducing some of that phasing you'd get out of a guitar and a body.
Yeah.
And
So
when
it's
you
just
mix that with
doubling
more
that.
phasing, it just makes it even worse.
Yeah, phase is a big issue.
Phasing effects usually don't stack well. For that
Yeah, and if you're not
They're
intending for
unpredictable.
phase to happen, then it's an awful effect.
What were you gonna ask me?
I was just gonna ask you, like, what's your story, man? Like, how'd you get into music?
My dad played this 12 string here. That was my dad's. He played. I always liked it. And I don't know, just grew up in. My family's very musical, so
Yeah.
I've always, I just grew up with it. I started playing when I was 11,
Okay.
and I was taught, for 7 years. Then, I got certified to teach.
Oh, wow.
So I did that for a while.
And you taught guitar?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
For sure. I was in, high school bands after that, when I was in my early 20s. We played a lot of festivals, stuff like that, like Hawthorne Heights, and
Yeah.
with them
You
and
guys
stuff.
getting that noise?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just some digital noise.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's nothing.
Is that line 6 still on? Because you're not playing the electric, just hold that tap button and it'll just mute it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
There it is.
There we are.
Nice.
I'm so weird about random noises. Sorry, guys. I'm. What is that?
That's
I'm
usually
the
good
angry
in a
guy.
production.
Hey,
like
that's better than what I've run into. Is people are like,
they just drive.
"What do you mean?"
Yeah, what noise?
Or it's like
I don't hear that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Right. Let's just
That's
sound
my
like
favorite ones.
crap online in front of a bunch of
And
people.
then later, someone hears and go, "Can you take that out?" And you,
It's like, dude, we tried to fix that
we were there at one
before
point.
we recorded.
Oh, that's good.
So you said it was your grandfather or your father?
Oh, no, my dad.
I'm sorry, your dad. And then you played music, learning that way, and then you learned how to play guitar. You did schooling. What was the school?
It was called McMurray School of Music or whatever.
Okay.
My teacher actually went to Berkeley.
Oh wow.
So,
Yeah, of course.
I really felt like I was getting the best. He was the best teacher ever, man.
That's really cool.
He taught me how to teach, really, and I, kind of followed his set of guidelines.
Awesome.
Crazy. That's where I want to go to school. It's Berkeley.
Really?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
composition.
me too.
Where I'm going.
Yeah, that's
correction,
the spot, man.
That's where I'm going to school. There's no two. I'm gonna do online with it.
Nice.
Just Berkeley online, yeah. For composition, that's the plan. I'm gonna go do my prereqs somewhere cheap though. Fuck community college. Get that
Nice,
stuff
yeah,
for
might
dirt
as well.
cheap.
Or
Yeah.
you even do it online, dude. Whatever.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do like
Or just-
online community college or whatever the heck I can find for prereqs. Get that over with, and
Yep.
then do Berkeley for composition. Major in composition. That's 'Cause I like to write like different stuff, like concerto type stuff. I like piano a lot, but I also like all the orchestra stuff. So
Nice.
I love guitar. I always love guitar, but man, piano's hands down my favorite instrument of all time. I don't know, something about it.
Learn
My-
how to
my-
play piano.
It is special.
My grandfather, he was a first chair pianist. He was in a symphony that had two pianists. They played-
Pianist.
yeah, they had two pianos, grand pianos for. I can't remember who he was playing, but I don't know. He introduced me to some really crazy pianists that are all dead. Rachmaninoff was his favorite, and he was the leader of the Romantic era. If you've never heard Rachmaninoff, go listen to him. It's insane. Like some of the most complex pieces, like Beethoven ain't got shit on him.
Beethoven.
Right. They're completely
Beethoven?
completely different eras, completely different styles of music. That's like comparing classical to jazz or something. I don't know. It's completely different styles of music. So, but yeah, I think that's definitely, man. That's cool. Like, so Berkeley, I wonder, did he actually go to Boston?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he
Yeah.
lived there and
Yeah,
stuff.
he was in the dorm
That's
right next
awesome.
to Vi.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's sick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right
Right next to Steve Vai, man. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he's,
Wait, who is that? I'm sorry.
he's like one of the better known guitarists.
Fantastic guitarist.
Amazing.
He's
like
good.
My top
Like
one,
is
one of the best to ever do
is
it.
he
out.
associated with a group or is he like do his own thing? Is this like a?
Yeah, he just is. He played in Whitesnake for a little bit.
Oh,
I
okay.
did.
Okay.
But like he's his own dude.
I feel
Yeah.
like is he like really known and I'm just a moron and
Is
doesn't
he a
know who he
guitar
is?
player? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
You're
not.
not a moron. It's just-
No, you're not. I wasn't saying that. I was just
No,
saying, like,
yeah.
guitar,
he's
probably
one of those guys. He gets a lot of praises.
I feel like I may have heard his name but never really
Oh, dude,
known who he
he's-
was or something.
He's okay.
Let's put it this way:
He's okay.
let's put it this way, he's the kind of dude that would be like the cover feature on like in a magazine or like you know what I mean?
he's
Bill
Like,
and
he's
Ted's
just, like,
Big Adventure.
okay.
like
He did the
everybody
music in
knows
that.
him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He
Bill
did
and
the
Ted.
music
I
for
love that
Halo
movie.
2 as well.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything you hear from Halo 2
Wait, like
is
that
Steve
that
Vai.
theme song on
Yeah,
the guitar? Oh, no way.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
Steve
he's
Vai.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
He helped write and compose
Well, I
all
like
that
that
stuff.
song.
No, he's a really good musician. He's overrated. Devin Townsend took a shit in his guitar case for being an asshole.
Wow.
He's a great guitarist. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
more.
better, hey,
I-
Zach,
I'll
you
tell
better
you.
not act up around here. I see a lot of guitar cases with a lot of room in them.
I'll shit on them for you. don't tempt me with a good time. No, I don't know. Jason Becker's more of the kind of guy that I go for. I don't know. I think Jason Becker's as far as composition goes.
Who is he?
Jason Becker?
Yeah.
He was a really, really phenomenal guitarist. He played with Marty Friedman, who's also another one of my favorites. I see, and I'm kind of on the other spectrum. I love Steve Vai. He's just really,
got
really,
some
really
homework to do.
liked. Like, I'm
study up.
I'm more into the guys that are like not as well known, but their writing is just as good.
Yeah.
And so so Jason Becker, he was going to school for music, and he completed school for music, and he was like 16, 17 and completed, I don't know, some kind of school of music, and then like, I don't know, he was in Cacophony with Marty Friedman, but then had written his own album. He got ALS. Okay, so he gets ALS and he can't move, he can't speak, he can move his eyebrows, he can move his eyes, and he can like nudge his mouth, right? And writes an entire album like that.
That's crazy.
So, as far as musicians go, I'd say hands down Jason Becker is probably my favorite composer. Not guitar player, but composer.
Yeah.
It's just because, like, I don't know, man. Like, that just goes to show that he literally pulled all that from his brain, one note at a time, and then went on to tell the guitarist, whoever was trying to play his parts for him, how to do everything. Man, it's insane.
That
There's
is
a whole
insane.
story about it. Yeah. So
Berkeley, and then you went to do.
He went to school for Berkeley after he certified me.
Yeah.
Teachers will certify you if you've been with them for a while.
Okay.
Like I said 7 years. After that, I was in the band scene. I'm from St. Louis. I just moved here.
Oh wow.
like Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just moved here about 5-6 months ago. So, yeah,
That's cool, man.
I can't believe you guys are a mile away from me. That's
Yeah,
good.
dude, I'm 7 minutes down the road. I'm right in Stevensville.
Yeah, we're
so
all-
I'm
we're
not,
all here,
like,
man.
You're
yeah.
all pretty close. It's
And, but I fell out of that. I got married, divorced. Sold my house, stuff like that, and came up here, live with family, and go to flight school.
oh,
So that's what I'm doing.
you got 20/20 vision.
Huh?
You got 20/20 vision.
Yeah, with contacts. I got to get corrected.
Oh, okay.
But
I just like that's always why I wonder if pilots, if they got like.
that's for fighter pilots.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the.
So
it's
it
the
doesn't
higher
matter for all
echelon.
pilots. Okay.
It used to be that way though for every.
Okay. Yeah,
But,
but I haven't really paid much attention to the airplane thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But
it
that's
was-
cool. So
it
you're-
was my first love before this. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah.
That's cool. So flying airplanes, huh?
Yeah, I dig it, man. I want to do the Red Bull Air Races type thing one day.
That's
Oh,
sweet.
so like you want to get into competitive?
yeah,
Okay.
one day. But like, really, I'm just going for charter. and then you know
Okay.
as soon as I get my hours, I'll fly airlines. Hopefully.
There you go.
Well, you can train.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I should be talking into this. It's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be afraid of it. You
Well,
sound good
his
on the
okay.
mic,
So what
Yeah,
he's
this-
experiencing
this
right now
thing is
is
funky.
we're gonna figure that out, and so try to make do with it today.
It's fine.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know
it's
exactly
all-
what you
it's all
just
good.
experienced. I hate it too.
I'm not worried about it. But you know exactly, you know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so eventually you can go from like chartering to they'll train you as stunt. Like
No, you can. I can actually train for stunt right now.
okay,
Yeah,
so
but
you can
I'm-
do both schools at once, but
Yeah, it's actually only 10 hours to get stunt certified. That's not very much. I have to get 45
is
hours.
it 10 hours of like class time and then
hours of training in the air for stunt? Or It's
Okay.
called aerobatics.
So do you have to have hands on with that as well?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say like so now the hourly in class and then versus the hourly driving or like being with somebody in the,
Yeah,
the
no, it's
cockpit is
really-
completely
it's-
different, right?
Well, I mean, there's ground school, and then there's flight where they fly. It's
And there's
really about being in a
simulation
cockpit.
school too, right?
I get. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm sure they have it, but you can't gain your hours. You have to have actual experience in the air.
Right.
It's
That's the
How
most
many hours you're in
that's
the
the
air?
most expensive part too, because before you got it, you got to pay for somebody's time to be with you, and plus you
Oh.
got to pay for
Right.
the fuel, the
like I
plane,
said,
all of
sold
it.
my house.
Yeah, man.
That's about all gone now.
Yep.
It's getting there, dude.
Yep.
But it's so worth it to me because I never really, I dropped, when I was 17, started working, and school wasn't for me. But I passed with flying colors on the GED, got 2 years free. Never did that. Should have taken advantage of it. But I was young in the band scene, whatever.
Getting back into it now, it's not,
Oh, dude, I love it.
hell yeah.
Yeah. What are you trying to do with music? Is my question next? Because
Dude, I'll always jam, right? But I would really like to lay down my own 6 song.
like an EP
acoustic,
sort of
yeah.
deal. Okay.
Yeah, just because I got a lot in the bank,
Yeah.
really. I would definitely be in a band. I have the time now.
Yeah.
Finally to do it.
That's cool. What kind of music do you want that EP to be?
For my solo, it would be like acoustic stuff, like we're doing.
That's awesome. That's easy to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it sound really good. And but if I was in a band, I would really like to be in a metal
Like
band.
do metal. Yeah.
Post-hardcore type stuff. That's
That's-
what I grew up
Because
on.
that's
what
fun.
I want so bad, man. That's,
Dude, you let me know.
that's
do
my
it.
first love.
Sailsin dog.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Me too. Post. I love. There's so many damn genres now.
It's crazy. A couple
Like
of those
genre
bands are
upon
still around,
subgenre
like
upon
from that area. I
subgenre.
saw the other
Underoath
day.
is still
shit.
around.
I just heard that Emery dropped a new record last year, dude. It rocks. I mean, it is raw,
And I'm sure they got probably heavier. Yeah.
heavier, and they're all older, been through more. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Your writing
Yep.
changes because of that, and then on
Tone
top
is
of all
better.
that,
It's easy.
Tone
yes,
is better
everybody's
nowadays.
grittier. Like Toby's vocals are like they sound like they're from like like the bottom of a barrel or something. Now they're awesome.
I know
It's just
that
something
band
else.
because I listen to their podcast.
That
Oh,
that
do you?
shares.
Okay,
with-
yeah.
I like their
you-
podcast.
You should just grab this one over here.
Yeah, they're the record's called "Rub Some Dirt."
Oh, here,
On
I'll
It,
get it for you.
and
You hang
it's
tight.
really, really good.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, since so much has happened, from the 2000 to 2021 area of tone, man, dude, a lot of bands that back in the 2000s that didn't sound as good, are putting out new albums that sound really good. You got a lot of that going on.
Yeah, it's like for some of them, and I'm not meaning this in a way to throw any shade, but a lot of these bands, it's like they weren't really ready in a way. Like it was like you come in, you try to do your best playing, and then you rely on someone will Pro Tools it and take care of it, right? And nowadays
Yeah.
it's like, oh well, you're you actually know how to play, and the songs are good, so it's like. At this point, we could just do this shit in bedrooms, and it won't, we can still do a good job, and it'll work out
Absolutely.
instead of I hope somebody can piece this all together, So some of these bands, especially you get a little bit of time, to be at home or not doing your usual routine. Last couple years have been interesting with that. It's so some people have had time. I'm just gonna sit at home for a couple months and figure out how to get my shit recorded or whatever, and that's cool to see as well.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty accessible to people at this point.
It's definitely not impossible to do everything yourself
No,
anymore.
not even a little.
I mean, desktop metal is come a long way, man.
Well, I would argue that's the easiest genre quote to fake it with because because the typical stuff that you're hearing is most of it is in the box.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. No, I agree. But it really. I mean, you find out who someone is as soon as you hear them live. That's really the tall tale.
Desktop metal makes me so
You know,
happy, dude.
If you go,
I love that.
that's a good name for a band, right?
Dude,
desktop
desktop metal.
Well,
Come
I mean,
on.
you got guys literally like they
It's portable
don't
and fun
even-
for the whole family.
they hook right into an audio
got a
interface
comment?
with a guitar. Like they run all
Can you
inside.
grab the mic that's over there?
Huh? We are jamming.
We are jamming.
That's-
Oh, we're just talking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. We got we got to respond to a comment. There you go. Thank
yeah,
you for
I guess we're
tuning
jamming.
in.
Let's go.
We are talking. I
Are you,
guess.
did you bump up the standard with that?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if we. This is our first time playing together.
Yep.
So we're having a lot of fun today. We just getting to know each other and having a little convo. But yeah, what do you guys think about playing? I like following along. So
I
if
just
you
kinda
guys just
follow
take the
where-
lead,
where the
I'm
lead goes.
down.
I'll take.
I'd have to switch guitars.
What's wrong with that one?
I don't change tunes.
Nothing.
on
It's just
guitars.
not the other guitar,
Dude, that
Mike.
Taylor's sweet.
Oh yeah.
I
got that.
don't change tunings on guitars. That's I am.
Yeah, you don't. I know this about you.
Nope. Not
see your
not
E?
my electrics.
I feel like the B string.
Oh.
I don't have a good, I don't have an E right now. I
Hold
gotta
on.
change. I gotta
That's a
change
total-
guitars.
No, wait, hold on.
What's that?
I'm trying to find an E on this.
Commander.
Dude, there's so many.
Did you just shout us off?
Oh, I was
with
like,
this?
on my head for a second?
We're heading to Mars.
I can't get a good tone on this right now because I don't know anything about it.
afraid I can't let you do that, Dave.
Oh no, Hal.
Yeah.
There's a little chorus in there. It's gonna be hard to tune.
Let
to
me get that A, please.
Sounds like we're charging my lasers.
Oh, I can charge some lasers
that D.
later.
Let me get the D.
There's a way better sound for this on here. I'm sure of it.
G.
Next one. You say G?
Yes.
Sorry.
B. Yeah, let me see that.
I hear just a little subtle chorus in there, I think. So it's hard to tune to that.
little LFO going on.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
That'll do it. That's sweet.
That is sweet, actually.
And it's like,
Very full bodied. I like that.
should I like have a gun? Yeah, all right.
no idea what that sound is.
There's a jam for you, Mr. Random Internet Person. Some date, because that's what usernames always are.
That's a good sound. So Elac Pops has tuned in. That's who's watching us, and he said the sound quality is great.
What now?
Eli wants to give you a big smooch.
Hey, big smooch.
Yeah.
We give big smooches.
Nice.
Appreciate you coming by. We're having a good time today.
Little jammy.
That was it.
I feel like I could be better utilized on the bass. So I'm gonna move.
Do your thing.
Try not to get too low on me, boys, because
Yeah, no.
is it still drop D?
Yeah, I didn't retune.
I feel like we should play something like in a minor key. We've been playing a lot of like happy stuff.
Well, anytime you put a capo on, it's gonna be happy.
Capos
I don't know,
make 'em happy.
It can be sad, you know, with the capo. It's just got to be minor, like you said.
That's an E minor. You-
Didn't you guys do
Is it a
that?
follow? I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm here for the ride. Nice. Your bass is sounding good over there, Mike.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so good, Zach. That stereo, just it's so wide. Push it off. It's good.
Sounds pretty good. I think we can get it even better if we use that stereo widener and that delay widener.
Possibly.
Well, that's something we'll mess with later on, though.
The more you mess with widening, though, the more it's going to be hard for you to hear yourself because you're pushing yourself out of the middle where you expect and farther out to the sides. So it's gonna the wider you go, the quieter you're gonna sound and the less definition you're gonna have. So it's finding a balance, you know.
Right. I get what you're saying, though.
Like, I'm feeling whatever you're coming up with over there is cool.
Oh, that's one of the songs that actually I wrote the song. One of the first songs I wrote.
So I take it since you write and you are planning a 6-song EP, you probably like write words and you sing too, right?
I do.
How you feel about that right now?
Right now,
Now, okay.
Putting them on the
Maybe-
spot.
That is kind of putting you on the spot. That's why I'd ask, but
I can handle it. We'll have to do it.
maybe next time.
Yeah. for
That'd be fun.
sure. All right.
Something John and I like to do is workshop songs. So like, we'd probably be a good fit for you if you're trying to get a 6-song EP down.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Just to kind of like brainstorm some ideas, or like if you're just trying to like get some. Have you ever recorded anything?
Yeah, I I was God damn it, I can't think of the word. Anyway, I used to work for a studio. It was Kevlar Soul Records.
Nice.
So, he was teaching me. Yeah, I don't really remember a bunch of the shit.
Right.
You know, but I did that for a little while. Yeah. So yeah, I know. I recorded CDs
Cool.
too with my band. So yeah.
That's good having a little experience in there, because then it'll make the process a little easier.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're looking to record something, like I've got a full studio upstairs too, like so.
Yeah, I'm
always-
definitely looking to record something.
Cool.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll have to talk after this then.
For sure. Okay, so yeah, this one I wrote about my friend. I'm not gonna sing it, but he
Yeah.
died in a car crash. Is my best friend.
Oh man.
And drunken car crash. But yeah, that's it. Hold on. Okay, I got it.
Nice. I like the chord shapes he's using.
Same. That one especially is. Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's really
Nice.
pretty.
The 12. I mean.
like how you go to the 2.
Same.
The G,
yeah, the two
A
is
minor.
really a good choice there.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Love like mixing chords and harmonics.
because you were going what you did. Maybe I'm wrong. So if I got this right, I'd be really excited about that. But you went G, and then up here, which is the the 4. So that would technically be a C. And then you went down to the A minor. But sometime in that progression, you actually make it major and make it an A major chord.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
Because
he's
you got it, man. You're really good on theory, man.
Yeah, he borrowed.
Yeah, he borrowed from. Yeah, no, I got
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
It's nice to have a.
yeah, that's
Hey, if you ever-
appreciated, man. We
Look,
like. It's nice to run into.
Dude, you have no
It's
idea.
really nice.
I've been like dying in my insides because I haven't been able to jam with anyone up here.
Well, we're happy to
Like,
we're happy to
so-
facilitate that because we feel the same way in a lot of ways. Like we only met Zach a couple weeks ago, and
okay.
that scratched an itch for us. So you know, it is really nice.
It's good to find like-minded musicians, you know, that. And then it's obviously no slight to people who haven't made it quite that far yet, but it's nice when there's that base level that everybody shares. It's like we have enough knowledge that you're not like.
We all have enough knowledge that we're on the same page.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how great it is. I mean, I'll jam with anybody. I don't care how, you know.
Yeah.
Sure, that's my point.
like,
Like,
really,
the
but
door's
it's
not
nice to
closed to
be-
anybody,
No,
but
for sure.
Yeah.
there's a certain like comfort when you kind of slide into it and you just feel like everybody kind of knows where this is going. Like
Absolutely.
you feel like you're just driving your piece and you don't
That's-
care about the rest because like they'll just do what's
Well,
good.
that's
It's fine.
why I was so motivated to understand theory because then I was in a situation where. Like I never felt lost, so
Yeah,
I felt like I could
absolutely.
contribute, and also like kind of have an understanding of where people are in their level. Because then, like if you understand, like if you can break it down and you can approach music from its guts and just understand what's going to happen, that puts me in a position to better help someone who isn't quite at my level and like be able to contribute in that way. Because you can learn like patterns and licks all day long,
Yep.
but like sometimes like someone just comes in with a G chord and she's like, well, how do I make that interesting?
Right.
But and it's just hard to do that if you don't, you know. I mean, I heard this morning because I actually I won't get too far into this because I get lost. I can lose people in the weeds when I talk about theory because I get really geeky about it. So I'll be careful about that. But I do watch, I do watch like the same theory videos over and over and like just kind of study a lot. And I was just doing that this morning.
Nice.
And what I heard, a quote I heard is like if you're learning, so theory is kind of like a roadmap, and if you're trying to like drive somewhere, you can go somewhere and find really interesting places without a map. You know, you'll find yourself in weird places, but
that's
if you
why I
can
was
learn the
saying-
map or have a map, you can get where you're going and maybe get there again.
Absolutely.
So like that's just kind of how I've always approached it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, yeah, same thing for me. I like to teach it more as guidelines
Same.
because some people get too. This is that. This is that. This is
That's
what it's
bad.
about.
Yeah,
It's
that's not
at
good.
all, you know, and
They go
it's like-
hand in hand. They have to be in a balance of.
Absolutely.
I have a
Your map analogy is good because I'm thinking about that, realizing like, you know, it's like if somebody were to hand you like a map, right, and you're a tourist, it's like, it's not that you're gonna have a bad time if you don't go see the sites,
Right.
Right.
But like,
Right.
but you can
might
at least
find some.
But you can at least go look at it and go, oh, like I understand why this works, why it's popular, why is there a million visitors to this thing a year. It doesn't mean that's the only thing worth seeing. It's just like it's pretty easy to look at and go like, well, that is going to work. Like people will enjoy that, it will be popular, but it's not the only right way. You know,
Yeah,
you could have a good
absolutely.
time
Dude,
seeing none of those sites.
I like to listen to like Marty Friedman's view on that because he is the kind of guy that will come in and play the shit that you don't like. Like he will play a chord and then he'll play like 4 notes within that don't belong, but for some reason he just makes it sound right. But that's kind of who
Sounds
he
like
is.
jazz.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you're right. Like he'll come in and you know like he'll.
Hey, brother, do you by chance know the Locrian scale? You'll find a lot of what you're looking for.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
true.
what they're all called.
That would be like if you started on the 7th. Well,
It's
you know,
the
like when you
7th
play like
note.
the C major scale and you get to the B. You
But
ever done that?
that's the whole point. Is Marty Friedman's not looking for anything. He's just him.
No,
That's,
no,
you
no.
know,
That's
but
yeah, you're right. But
that-
that's a good,
Guidelines.
that's a good point though, Taylor.
But even he says, you know, because you got to remember he's in you know, Tokyo doing weird music. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't have the Western.
But that's literally what we're talking about. Like these are scales that you don't find used much in Western music.
well,
Yeah, and
well, I was
that's
gonna say,
he's yeah.
I've seen Zach's theory book, and he's on the Phrygian scale.
Oh, so the
So he's on the 3rd scale right now. So he'll get there
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah.
He'll flip it.
I'm only like I think I know a couple different modes right
perfect.
now.
Mix
Like,
them
that's-
together and play around with them.
Oh yeah.
That's where I'm at. Is like I think like I'm on like
That's why your phrasing is so good.
Exactly.
and then I know like the second one is supposed to be
Uh-oh. Taylor knows theory.
Yeah, we're in trouble now.
We're about
Hey, man,
balance now.
I'm
Usually it's me.
really like rusty. Still,
That's
I haven't
okay.
taught in a while, but
You
yeah,
know
man,
what what
keep doing it.
Dorian is, so I mean,
yeah like
I
I
know
just
them all.
I gotta
The
keep
modes.
I got definitely
There's-
gotta
and again,
learn
like-
all my modes and stuff because I think
too.
once I do get those down,
I'm really careful
Absolutely.
I
about
should be able to kind of like shift it in different ways.
You can do anything. You learn those 7 modes.
Yeah, that's true. And
that's where I'm
I try
at.
not to be too pretentious about the theory thing. So like you take your time and whatever. If you never get anywhere with it, that's fine too. Like
But I do
yeah.
I do like the idea of like learning because like you guys said the guidelines, you know, I like that's kind of where I'm at. But I do want to go into the whole thing where like I don't have what do you call that, like barriers. I don't.
yeah.
Well, think of it as
No
this,
bars
right?
hold
Like if
it,
you have
you know?
like say you know a bunch of modes, right? And you're at a point where like you're say you're with a bunch of people, and then just a certain feel is there, and it's like somebody's like maybe they're playing along with it, and you're like that's just not the feel. Well, it's not. You're not saying you have to play this scale, but if you say something like, oh, I'm looking for something that's like like a Dorian kind of feel. And that tells me a shitload as a player. Like, oh,
Absolutely.
you want
Yeah.
like something in this wheelhouse. You're not telling me what notes to play or anything, but like that communicates to me like generally what you're trying to feel out of it. So think of it less as like here's the rules and more about it's just a way to communicate and explain to someone else like this is generally the neighborhood that we're driving through right now.
Absolutely.
So
No, I agree.
It's not meant to be something like, oh, you're doing it wrong. That's not the note in that scale. It's just like, no, it's a way for me to explain it and say, oh, that
hate
kind of
it
fits.
when theory nuts with
Yeah.
big heads.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Dude,
we don't play that.
The first
No.
rule I ever teach, man, is don't get a big head because guitar is not a competitive sport.
No,
That's right.
music
You know.
isn't at all.
Well, and then
Uh,
if you're
yeah.
if you're taking it as a competition, there's always somebody better you're gonna lose.
Absolutely.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
lose.
say that too. But-
go listen to the guys from Arcspire. You'll literally fucking quit guitar if you're competing against them, and I'm not joking.
Well,
They're-
it's the
they're-
cool thing about it, and I come back to this a lot, but it's like I feel like there's a metaphysical kind of component to music that like everybody arrives to the same conclusion, but by totally different roads. Like
Yeah.
because we wouldn't be able to get in a room like this and play together if there wasn't some shared conclusion we all
Yeah.
came to, and that's
Mathematics.
and the theory is that like the theory is the glue to why that works.
Well, and what's cool
You
is
know?
everybody, you know, when you get everybody together, like, you know, you get, you know, people that have different influences, which is really cool too, because
Yeah.
then you're getting different branches from different parts of music and different, you know, again.
Well,
you know,
it fills in like in a different order, a different way. Like honestly,
Right.
I had a great like ear and knowledge of a lot of the concepts that I learned later theoretically, but I didn't have any language with which to express them or be able to talk
See,
to anyone else about it.
I
So
did
like
kind of backwards.
so for
I
me
had
it was
to
like
learn the language,
I developed
and then I
all
started
ear.
hearing it. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
He,
so
he
for me
came at
it's-
it the
I
same way as
feel-
me. That remember how we always talk about that?
Yeah.
That's the approach I.
That's
ended up
cool.
finding
So
myself
you
in.
guys arrived to that
We
in
just
the same
wanted it,
order.
dude.
You wanted to. you
I
wanted
don't
to hear
have
it.
like necessarily a good ear. Like I could like sound out some like tones. I could figure out like I could play piano and figure out where I was. But
Yeah, dude.
but my drive was like I want to know why this works and like I want to
Yeah.
replicate it kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
It's challenging, I will say though, coming
Oh,
at it
dude.
the other way because it's like
Well,
just because I can hear it and know it works, it's just like you feel like you're always kind of reaching for like, well, there must be a reason why, and
Dude, I
I
used
can
to be
feel it
so-
innately is correct, but why though? And so filling all that knowledge in and like I said, developing the communication skill has been honestly kind of rough for me
Yeah.
because it always felt so right, but didn't have any communication.
The thing
skill
about
there.
John though is like, and where he I guess lacked in some of the language there is like, like, and just a little backstory about John and I started learning theory. Met John pretty young, but we didn't really start working on stuff until much later. We grew up around here. But John, it's like when it comes to like concepts of production and like just how electronics work and all that stuff, his terminology is very deep, where he'll use every accurate term to everything, and I'm very nuanced. Like, yeah, I just want to do that kind of. So like I've had to learn the language in that realm too.
But then you got the universal language. I want the meat and the taters of this. Yeah. Like that's
the layman's term.
That's what I try to do, is just because that's what bothered me is I had to have it simplified and compared to something else.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And broken down. Slowly. Learn slowly. That's all I can say.
Well, that's the same thing I always tell everybody else. Like, because I don't think I'm, this is probably true of a lot of musicians, but like I don't think I'm great, because like you said, there's always somebody that you can look at and go, holy shit, they're way better than me, like you're always worse than somebody. Yeah. But at the same time, like I didn't get where I'm at without just spending a bunch of hours. So it's like, if you, like you said, it's about the wanting it, I think, more than anything. Like if I want to hear it and I want to play it, like that's going to be more of a driver than probably anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But my guitar teacher always told me also, but keep that trick, your tricks in a hat. Don't let people see them, really, in case you need to cut heads. Because I've actually had to do that. Some like big headed, guitar player, blah blah blah, this and that, blah 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 blah. When you're playing locally and stuff, there's a lot of big headed sons, bitches out there.
Yeah.
And I've definitely had to cut heads before, and I don't like doing it, but like it serves them fucking right.
Yeah.
What I mean? To try to treat somebody like that.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It does.
We talked about that a couple weeks ago. Zach brought that up actually.
It's terrible.
And we were saying like, the Kemper community can be a little pretentious. I think we kind of talked about. Yeah, am I allowed to say that on a stream?
Let's just be honest. Musicians generally can tend to swing that way, and I think it's because everybody has a little bit of that internal like shit, I'm not as good as maybe somebody thinks I am or whatever. So there's always like a little bit of one-upsmanship because like you want to sound good and you hear something that sounds good and you emulate it. Yeah. There's a lot of that going on. Like,
we want to combat that.
It's easy for that to turn into
here.
like I'm better than you.
That's what's great about here is because we're just comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just kind of chill, man. I don't know. I've never been the type of person to be like, oh, like I'm better than anybody. I don't know.
That's good to maintain that.
Yeah. I've been homeless my whole freaking life, so like I've never had anything. Like I just when I got with my wife, like she became my rock, man. Like that's cool. What like changed everything for me, and like I was able to actually have something and like call a place home, so like when that happened, like that's I guess that's what kept me humble through life is like not having.
But like it's like other life stuff that like causes you to just in general have some humility, and it's like I feel like it's easy if nothing's going on and everything's always great, and all you've got is like a little bit of one-upsmanship with some local scene or whatever. It's like that's just like asking to get out of hand.
You're
like
asking for it.
Literally.
Yeah. You're asking,
Yeah, we want to combat that pride and just kind of like be open to what people have to offer. I mean,
we're artists, dude.
Yeah.
We're trying to paint.
Yeah.
We're not trying to, anything else really.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's just a tool in the toolbox. You know?
Love that one. Yeah.
I'm taking your place as the bass.
Replace.
Almost. You could go. I bet you could go lower than me. I bet you could.
If I put that detuner on there.
put that octave effect on there.
I almost need an octave effect on this bass. People do that. Like that's a known thing, right? To like
people put like sub bass
and like with like an octave fuzz or something.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
The classic thing with bass a lot of times too, like I said, is parallel chains. So you run like a clean chain and then run a dirt chain and then you just kind of blend them.
Yeah, then you can mix the signals.
Because then you can go overboard with the dirt channel and then just not put it up quite as much.
Can we play that fast? Oh, go ahead.
Go for it.
Sorry, that's kind of like harsh. This is a bit hard. Sorry. What's up, bud? Yeah, dude,
like I said, I've what's up? I just don't like the neck profile on them. That's the big thing, man. Is they're not comfortable for me.
Doing something?
I'm waiting.
I'm just hitting.
I know Zach will follow along us.
That's true.
Let me go back to the.
It's fast.
Yeah, I'm hitting you with the threes.
Thanks.
It's all right.
Oh my god.
I can count. Don't worry.
I know.
That's if I keep it on the rhythm, you know.
I'll go triple it. Hold on. It's hard. Am I getting off of it?
I'm sorry because I can't pay attention to you and me at the same time. I'm trying to stay nuts on the rhythm, and you're trying to play three. So it's like all the concentration I can muster to stay on those eights. That's where your three is.
Okay.
Just being loud and punk, like a bunch of punks.
Right. I can't play a clean profile with that. You can't even hear it.
We can do that too. I don't care.
Right.
Motorhead style shit right now.
Yeah.
It's like it's literally what it reminds me of.
That is cool. I was vibing there, bro. That was good.
That's funny. Hilarious.
Hey, I'm catching on after 10 years. Come on.
True.
Do some more stops like that. I'll try to follow you. It's like Guitar Hero.
I have no idea. I'm nearly tapped.
I'm nearly tapped too.
You know? Nice. Nice. Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna kill that metronome.
Yo!
That's the second instrument.
Yo!
What did you say? I just love how he walked in with that.
I know. At first I was like, is that some kind of crazy delay or some shit, Zach?
That's the way I walk into buildings, bro.
This is a little southern follow people, little southern blues lick.
Hey, what key is that in?
C.
Hey, play.
C harp?
Yeah, play that some of that rhythm stuff and let him jam on
What
that.
rhythm stuff?
It's technically like a C pentatonic in a way, right? We have to do like a bluesy kind of feel. Is it?
Not, you know the kind of shit I was playing?
I guess it doesn't really. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. C.
So
Everyone's
G,
in C.
C, D.
Okay. I want that like that Motorhead key, whatever that was called. I was hitting the pickup. Sorry. That was my fault. More up on that. So let me back that up a little bit because I think I'm gonna change the chords. Hold on. Play just your it's whatever position is I don't know how you. Right? That's matching up with it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. I feel like that's a good place to end it.
Yep, I agree.
That's a great place to stop.
Wanted to
that-
say thank you guys for having me again.
That was awesome, Taylor.
Yeah, thanks for coming through. Hope to have you again real soon.
You let me know. I'm there.
Okay.
Every Sunday.
Yep. Okay, I'll be there.
All right.
Cool. Well, that was at 5-0 in the books, right?
50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, head over to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, comment, whatever, you know, the usual. Anything to plug, Mike?
Smash that like button.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, we got Skylight Huddle on Tuesday, kind of similar to this, but a little bit different. We're in a smaller room, and we're mostly just talking about gear, and we sometimes debrief what we do here. So, and that's the part I was telling John last time he was on. That's the part I like the most.
All right. Well,
I like-
Tuesday
I like
it is
that.
then. We'll
Breaking it
go
down.
in. We'll go in for that. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Cool. All
A
right.
couple
We'll
more
see.
sessions. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, whatever respective holidays, and also Happy New Year's. We'll see you before that, obviously. But are we
Yeah.
doing any kind of New Year's thing?
I don't know yet.
We'll have to talk about that.
I'm
I'm
pretty
still-
sure you guys should.
I know. There needs to
It'd be
be
fun.
something. We'll discuss it.
Okay,
little
cool.
something.
We'll keep you
something.
posted.
We'll
Thanks
do
for
something
tuning
for the folks, you know.
in. Yeah.
Folks.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Peace out, everybody.